So I am here in Kenya, and we're getting ready to open our next school for our charity. You can see here's all the tents of all the donors that are hanging out. And check out this amazing view behind us. We're on like this incredible mountainside. And what I wanted to talk to you about is a conversation I've been having with a good friend of mine, Erico Rocha, who we basically call him like the Richard Branson of Brazil. And I'm here with Erico. So Erico, say hi.
Hey, hello.
Okay, so here's what we're talking about. We got talking today about truth and possibility. And Erico said something real powerful to me. We were about how oftentimes in life and in business, we try to be right and we're not open to future possibilities, which creates growth. And Erico, can you kind of touch on that and kind of lead us through the discussion that we were having and how you came to this?
First of all, this is surreal. You see a goat over there?
and if you hear loud noises, it's because over there,
yeah,
you can see that we're getting ready for the big celebration to open the school, which is kind of cool. But
okay, before I go there, I want to see your tent. Let's go and see your tent.
We're gonna see my tent.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go down. We'll check out
how does Stu McLaren, the famous Stu.
Okay, so we'll first check out the tent so you can see
oh God,
what we're doing here.
This is how much water is.
Yeah, we're stacking all the water. Okay, here, let's get in here.
This is yours?
This is my tent here. I'll flip.
You guys want to see?
Okay.
If you want to see, just.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Here's my roommate, Dan. Dan is trying to catch a quick nap. You can see we got our beds and our luggage and so forth. We got Dan sleeping.
Great. So, possibility.
Okay, wait.
Wait.
We just got to show that view again. Check out that view. Okay. All right. Let's Erico, truth and possibility.
Truth and possibility. But before that, let's see.
It's
your wife's doing her hair.
Oh, yes. Okay, we got one other quick thing.
It's Marla.
I got to show you,
Cool thing.
as we're getting ready for the celebration, Marla, my daughter, my 5-year-old daughter, is getting her hair braided. Check this out. Here we go. Marla, what are you doing here? You getting your hair braided? And she just finished painting.
Yeah.
So she's got paint all over.
She painted even her hair.
Okay. All right. Let's get to the truth or possibility.
Let's go there.
Okay. We're going back over here now.
I think this is much more interesting than the truth or possibility. But.
Okay. So, truth or possibility? Talk to me about the truth. When you say truth, what do you mean by like an absolute truth?
Okay, the thing is, the thing about having these trips with Stu is that apart from making a difference or a little bit of a difference, you have the opportunity to meet other entrepreneurs. And all these tents here, you have other entrepreneurs. Some of them are sleeping now, some of them are eating. Yesterday I had the possibility of meeting an entrepreneur, and he was in a certain field that he was selling a certain product at a certain price. And when he said the price, my feeling is that he was underpricing his product, meaning he was not selling for as much as he could.
He was selling a lot lower.
He was selling a lot lower. So I said, well, maybe there is a possibility that you should have been charging more. And then the moment I told you that, he came back and said, well, Erico, this is not possible. I know my market. It's just not possible. Maybe possible in other markets, other country, but not my market.
So immediately he was writing off the potential of raising his prices.
Yes.
Okay.
And in his mind, my interpretation is that the word "it is impossible to raise my my prices" was a truth.
He had made it an absolute truth for himself.
Yeah.
That he could not raise the prices.
Yeah, and for me as well. So he has expressed it. Now, I have a bunch of arguments that maybe, possibly, could have been convincing him to raise his prices, and who knows if that would make a difference in his business or not. That would be a possibility. But I hold back my arguments because, well, if this is true for him, you cannot argue against the truth.
So, and I think this is an important lesson for everybody, is like when we make something an absolute truth and somebody presents us with a new opportunity or a new possibility, we often dig our heels in to guard that truth. and we become closed to a new possibility, or of it, or a new truth of it becoming a new truth. And so what you were saying is that it wasn't even worth your time to try to present the possibility, because clearly he had made it his absolute truth.
That's right. And he may have lost, and this is about possibility, an opportunity to grow. And it doesn't mean that I was right or he was right, because there's no right or wrong.
Right.
But maybe I could have showed him some proof that he would be wrong. And raising prices is something that can change your business for the good or for the bad, right?
Yeah, immediately.
And immediately. So what I think is that what gives me, when I saw that, so it's true. So when I saw that, I got present that I myself sometimes do this as well, because I'm human.
Right.
And sometimes...
And where have you seen this come into your life? Like, where have you made things an absolute truth?
Oh, sometimes when I said there are a certain type of campaign doesn't work in Brazil, or a certain type of campaign does work in Brazil. So when I was starting launches in Brazil, I have to face a lot of people that say that for them was the truth, that launches don't work in Brazil. Now, I believe that people said that because once you do this, you shut off your brain, shut off your brain to look for answers. And so you don't have to look for answers. But in my thing was I actually said, no, it works in Brazil, and I will make it.
We'll find a way.
We'll find a way. Yeah. So by the way, in this way, it's funny we didn't, but in this way I set up a truth as well, that I would not accept their possibilities as well, in a different way. So now it was done in a place that finally served me. But what I'm trying to say is that every time you do it, so I do it as well, every time you do it, you have to be present to the potential cost.
So every time you make something an absolute truth, you have to be present to the potential limitation that's having on your own growth.
Right. So why didn't I give a different way of approaching this? You don't have to agree with everyone, but a different way of approaching this is that someone said, okay, X is truth. Instead of you saying, no, it's not, or yes, it is, say, okay, is it? So tell me a little bit more about that. So this is one of my main, if you spend a lot of time with me,
you always say, tell me more about that.
Tell me more about that. So if you look at my videos, and if you actually, isn't that true? Do I not say sometimes, tell me more about that?
You always say, he always says, tell me more about that.
I'm glad you said that, because I don't lose my Facebook.
And this is one of your tricks to opening yourself up to new possibilities. Instead of arguing for or against what somebody says, you say, tell me more about that. And then that opens your mind to new possibilities.
Yeah, open my mind to give them a chance of giving me arguments. And sometimes they will give me arguments, and sometimes they won't. But these are the arguments that may bring me the final edge to be at the top of the game.
And before we went live, we were talking about, look at these guys. We started. Hi guys. Jumbo. Before we went live, you said that this truth or possibility shows up in so many areas of our lives, not just in business. But can you explain that a little more? Where else does this typically show up?
It shows up in our relationships, mainly with your brothers and sisters, and if you're married, with your wives and husbands. So, and why is that? Because we have we have a really...
Now they're right up close. Hi guys.
Hello.
Jumbo. Checka. There's a big smile. Yeah.
Awesome. So it shows up in our lives all the time. And when we are married, we have this intrinsic, automatic way of being right.
Right.
We don't sometimes want to have the argument. And sometimes we will sell love just to be right. So we end up in a discussion where we just want to be right, and sometimes you even are considered right, but you lost love.
So oftentimes we choose to be right rather than happy.
oftentimes we choose to be right other than happy. We choose to be right
versus trying to grow.
Versus trying to grow, because human beings, they have this necessity hardwired to be right. I'm glad sometimes we have the presence to overcome this necessity, but we have to watch out. Are we being right at the cost of our business growth? Are we being right at the cost of the love of our
relationship growth?
relation?
So, okay, so you've talked about a couple things that we can do to open ourselves up to bigger growth. One of them was to ask the question when somebody gives an absolute truth, tell me more about that. Are there any other things that you do to help open yourself up to the potential growth versus making things an absolute truth?
Well, the first thing I would develop right now, the one step, is to be aware. You don't even have to, I had this, I thought this was a truth instead of possibility, let me correct. I think that's step 2. Step number 1 is when you see the obstacle, you don't have to even overcome. So what I would encourage you to try to exercise is the awareness. Am I considering this the truth and shutting off possible good
growth.
Information or growth? So am I being right at the expense of my growth? So and just be aware of
just
that.
creating awareness
Yes.
in yourself. This is awesome, dude. I mean, I know for me personally, like when we initially just had this discussion, I was instantly thinking about like even marketing strategies that I don't incorporate because I have made an absolute truth out of them, versus opening myself up to the possibility of they could work. Or you guys want a photo? You guys want to see yourselves on camera? Okay, hang on. Say hi.
Hi.
Say hi to everyone. Say Jumbo.
Jumbo.
For everyone just joining, we're building a school here in Kenya, so these guys are coming over to say hi to us while we're filming. All right. Okay, that's awesome, dude. I appreciate you sharing and taking the time to share the difference between an absolute truth and opening yourselves up to possibilities. That's awesome. All right, so there you have it from Erico,
Hello.
the Richard Branson of Brazil.
Not sure about that.
The key here is be aware of whether you're making things an absolute truth, or could you open yourself up to more growth and more possibility by just considering what people are saying. And I think when you do that, that's when we all experience growth. So that's it. Thank you to everyone who's saying hey, Ricardo and Miguel. Thanks, guys.
Miguel's there?
Yeah.
Hey, Miguel, tudo bom, cara?
And Ricardo too.
Awesome.
So anyways, thanks guys. We gotta get ready because we are heading up over there, because in a couple hours we got a big celebration. We're gonna be opening the school. Okay, here. We'll go up here. We'll take you guys on a little quick tour. We'll show you
quickly.
Yeah, quickly. We'll show you the school and the celebration that is starting to happen. People are coming in from all over. They travel in by bike, by motorcycle, by car, and they come in at different parts of the day depending on how far away they have come in from. But here you go, you can kind of see the new school that we have been building. And here, let me introduce you. We're live on Facebook, and this here is the principal of our high school in another community. He's come to celebrate with us. Say hi.
Hi.
Yay!
How are you?
And here we are.
Jane.
And
Yes.
what school?
Bright Hope.
Bright Hope. So
Yes.
we're bringing in, all the teachers and principals are coming in from all over. So thank you for coming with us.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're getting ready. You can kind of see we're still finishing off different parts of the school, but look at all the kids all getting ready. Jumbo! You see everybody? Okay. Ready? Checka! Good times. So, there you have it. Live from Kenya with Erico as we get ready to open the school. We'll see you guys soon. Take care.